Yeah, good morning, students. Welcome to another physics class. In lesson 2, we'll be looking at unit quantity and solving questions using the guess method. Now, in lesson 1, we talked about physical quantities and units. We're able to look at the different types of physical quantity, explain what physical quantity is. We looked at units. So if you've not watched that video, I would advise you go and watch the video. Alright, just to refresh our memory on what quantity and units are. Now, let's look at what quantity and units are. So, a quantity is a numerical value of what is measured. For example, we have mass, temperature, time, distance. So, your quantity is what you're measuring. So, in physics, whatever we can measure, we can give a numerical value to is a quantity. Why a unit is the standard for measurement. It defines a quantity. Now let me put it this way. A quantity is useless without the unit. Alright? A quantity does not have any identity without the unit. So what the unit does is it gives the quantity meaning. It makes the quantity to have meaning. So for examples of units, we have the kilogram, we have seconds, we have ampere, distance, lots of them. Alright? So let us look at some quantities and their units and their symbols. Now, physics students, it's very, very important that you know the symbols of this quantity. Why? You're going to understand why in this class. Now, let's take a look at some examples. Now, we have mass, the symbol is M, and then we have the unit is kilogram. We have length or distance. Sometimes length can be, you can use E. It can come in form of extension, like when you're doing Hooke's law. Sometimes the distance can be in x. If you're doing motions, that's the symbol. Now, for the units, they are always measured in meters. All right. So for current is the symbol for current is I. We have ampere, and then we have others as well. So you can pause the video and go through these quantities and their units. So, like I said, you must know the symbols of the quantity and the units. All right. Now, why is the unit very, very important? Now, let's say, for example, you have a number. Let's say you have a number 10. Now, if you look at this 10, okay, this 10 can be given, it doesn't have anything, no meaning, no significance. Alright? Now I can give this number meaning by adding units to them. For example, if I add kg, what comes to your mind? You see, it means we are measuring mass. If I add degree Celsius, so it means that this 10 is telling us about temperature. If I add m, it means it is telling us about distance. And if I add v, yeah, so what does that mean? It means that this number 10 has changed its identity. It's not talking about potential difference of voltage. So you see, the units are very, very, very important. All right. So that is why when you are solving any question, you must have an understanding of the units. Now, if you look at this, I did not write the full name of the units. What I used was the symbols. So if you know the units, the names of the units, and you don't know the symbols, you will still struggle while solving questions. So for you to understand, how to use them very well, use them efficiently, you must know their symbols. It's very, very important. Why for the quantity? The symbols of the quantity are majorly used in formulas. For example, let's say I have V is equals to IR. Okay, for V is equals to IR, the V here is a symbol. The I is a symbol, the R is a symbol. Now this V here stands for voltage. The I stands for current, and the R stands for resistance. So you can see that in the formula, we didn't use the full name, so we use just the symbols. So that is why you must know the symbols for the units and the quantity. Very, very important. So next, let's see how we can solve physics question using the guess method. Now, I'm going to teach you how you can solve any physics question at all. Now, solving physics question is very easy. A lot of students will say, this topic is very hard. No. If you are being taught any physics topic, okay, and you have to solve, where you need to use formulas to solve, there are two or three important things which you must know. Number one, you must know what you're looking for, that's your unknown. Number two, you must know the units. You must be able to identify the units and symbols. And then number three, the right formula. If you know these three things, what you're looking for in the question, the units in the question, okay, because if you know the units, you'll be able to identify the quantity. And also the formula, all right? If you know the correct formula, because sometimes in the topic, you might see that, okay, a particular topic can come with like 3 or 4 formulas. So you should have the ability to decide which formula is the correct formula to use. So we are going to do all these things using the guess method. Now, the guess method,